Alright YouTube, hello. Welcome again to Oddit. Today, let me see what I had written down, because I did in fact have something written down somewhere at some point. Right. A full range of expression, eh? We've all become showmen, and an aspect of an aspect. How very esoteric of me. So let me begin to explain these words. Basically, it seems to me that recently we have become very poor in our vocabulary and the manner in which we speak. Elocution, care for words, all such things seem to be on the decline in favor of a sort of naturalist, which is fine. However, the naturalist that's currently portrayed appears to be itself an affectation, and as such, being stuck in the rut of the affectation of naturalists causes a certain narrowness of expression. You don't have a full range of expression because you don't feel comfortable using polysyllables, and most things that are signaled by various inflections of the word dude and like, etc., which kind of has its own rustic charm, or not really rustic, but West Coast charm. But that being said, it's very lacking, and it doesn't provide a descriptive capacity necessary to have a full life, I think, which is why a lot of people feel a bit nihilistic. You need that full range of descriptive capacity in order to describe the world around you, and to adequately convey feelings, and to even feel the feelings, because yes, words come after feelings and ideas and emotions, etc., but they can help steer them and really come to a deeper appreciation of things if you've got a way to put them together with language, which is a very important and innate human capacity that we should all pay more attention to. Now we've all become showmen. That's another thing that I've noticed. Everyone's got a Facebook. So what do you do with a Facebook? I don't have a Facebook, but I'm still on YouTube, so I'm not exactly being Mr. Private over here. I'm probably more of a showman than the folks on Facebook. But the thing of it is everyone crafts a certain personality, and that even happened before all of the social media stuff happened, because, you behaved a certain way. Not that you were trying to be, disingenuous, but there were certain things that you muted and certain things that you exaggerated for the sake of making, interactions flow better. And I try to minimize that as much as possible, but at the same time, in order to have fun, to be entertaining, we get boisterous, and we avoid certain topics, and then we talk about other topics, and it is what it is. But more recently, it has become sort of a more conscious thing where, because people are posting their photos and their information and their stories and their ideas all over the web, they're kind of becoming a, not a product per se, but a presentation of sorts. A show. So we've all become showmen, and the show is us. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's something that needs to be paid attention to. And here's the thing. Again, the reason I'm having trouble describing all these things is it's an aspect of an aspect of an aspect. And especially with the social sciences, that's what we have going on. We're really studying things with such a large number of variables at play, and things happening at so many different levels, that it is an aspect of an aspect of an aspect of an aspect. And we need to keep that in mind, because when we are describing an aspect of an aspect, we tend to draw conclusions, broad conclusions from it that should not necessarily be drawn. You have to keep in mind caution, always caution, because science is very difficult, it's very tricky, and if you apply a really lazy amount of effort to trying to understand an issue, and then you say, oh, the science backs me on this, and then you end up treating people a certain way based upon that, or based upon, or you end up supporting some policy based upon the supposed scientific raw data, which requires interpreting, I'm sorry, and it's also the study of an aspect of an aspect of an aspect, because it has to be by nature since science is reductionist. Yeah, it's not a very good recipe for success or sanity. So let's all slow down, let's try to enunciate, and let's all kind of maybe some of the showmanship, because we want to avoid affectation, and we don't want the avoidance of affectation to become an affectation itself. You know, Michael Chrichton started talking about privacy and how we were basically all going to become potentially shaped, not forcefully, but by the convention of having to behave a certain way, which was what I was talking about, presenting a certain face. And that self-policing can be really dangerous and detrimental to ideas and pretty much everything. I'll link to his video below. And hey, thanks for stopping by here on Oddit. Have a great time wherever time finds you. Goodbye.